My colleague Akshit has been in Israel's capital city of Tel Aviv today. He started his day with a walk around the city. He spoke with a civilian who broke down. Even though life is going on in Tel Aviv, it's been really difficult for the people there.
Well, of course, the tensions and the conflict continues to escalate over the course of time because it's now the 8th day of the war. The war has entered the 8th day and the tensions also, continues to escalate. And of course, the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, have also now confirmed that over the period of time, over the course of time, over 120 people have been, held as captives by the Hamas militants. Of course, that is also, a sign of concern for the Israeli government and, of course, for the IDF also, because perhaps, they are planning for a ground assault. The reports also suggest that they are planning for a ground assault into the Gaza. And of course, the tensions continue to escalate because Israeli forces have now also ordered, 1.1 million people living in Gaza to actually evacuate the northern Gaza and to shift to the southern Gaza because perhaps they are now going to enter, of course, the territory of Gaza. And the crisis also, the humanitarian crisis also continues to deepen in the Gaza because Israel has now earlier only, 3 to 4 days back, and now only escalated it, took control stage and has blockaded the whole of Gaza with no food supply, with no power supply, with no water supply. So of course, that humanitarian crisis is also perhaps deepening. And when we also talk about the latest, then of course, as I said, Israeli military has warned 1.1 million people because they are all set to ramp up their retaliatory efforts against the Hamas militants. And Israel's evacuation order has now prompted tens of thousands of people living on the northern side of Gaza to leave their homes. And of course, many have, in that process also have been killed and also have been injured. Of course, the airstrikes have been continuing over the course of time, the whole night, because when we were in our hotel also yesterday night, then the rockets, then around 4 rockets, were fired, but due to the efficient Iron Dome system, they were intercepted in between only. But of course, the panic situation, the chaotic situation was created, and then people suddenly, rushed to the safe shelters, and some lie down on the roads. Of course, that is only advisable when the rockets are hitting the road or any kind of city. So, as I told you, more than 3,000 people have been killed on both the sides in this decades-long conflict, which is which continues to take a toll on the lives of normal people, normal citizens. And of course, the President Joe Biden has also said that the United States is also working to get Americans, missing, evacuated from the war-torn Israel. And of course, we saw under Operation Ajay, India has also, been making sure that their citizens, their nationals who are stranded in Israel are also, evacuated safely and brought back to their homeland, because yesterday also the first flight reached carrying 212 citizens, and today also around 140 citizens, reached New Delhi, the national capital in India. The President Biden also spoke to the families of Americans, of around 45 missing Americans, to the families of 45 missing Americans, and assured his solidarity, his support, and the US support for Israel in any kind of distress situation. And when we talk about the possibility of a multi-front war, because Hezbollah has also fired on the drones of the IDF. So in retaliation also, Israeli military has also struck Hezbollah target in southern Lebanon, and after their infiltration and fire on the IDF. So of course, I will just also try to rope in one lady also who is a local.
India?
Yes, ma'am. We're from India. So
I am 17 years. Yes. Never in my life, and Israel don't to be this situation. Never in my life I didn't see the children and the old children and the people don't go with the legs, and everybody see the woman is pregnant, and the people is in the fire. Never, I don't lie. I speak true. All the world must be is like Germany. The Germany do it, but the world don't help. Now everybody in the world must to know what's happening in Israel. But we are a strong country, and I have in the family 5 surgeons in Gaza and Golani and airport. We don't afraid. You know, when Saddam Hussein come from Iraq to shoot the bomb here, I am young. And everybody surgeons tell me, go to sleep, Avivi. And I say, no, I don't be afraid. But this is situation is to take like the woman and the mother. How mother sleep in the world? And the Israel, how he sleep? If the 7, somebody tell me yesterday, 88 years old woman sit in the room, and 7 family, the husband, the wife, 3 children, and another one, 7, and she is alone, and she don't want to open the door because she don't believe the surgeon Israel is coming. He killed the animals, he killed the dogs. It's not dash. I don't know what God do. I don't know. I believe in God, and I believe we are win. But please tell the world, it's not liar. I'm not liar. I'm 17 years old. Okay. Please, thank you very much. I go to buy now Jachnun for the surgeon, and I take the money.
Thanks a lot, ma'am, for speaking to us. The world is with you. We are with you. And we hope that situations, come back to normal very soon.
Love India.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. So, of course, Pia, you heard the local citizen also, how they are actually living under resentment. They are actually living in despair. And you can actually see, the tears in their eyes because they have never seen a situation like this in their lives. And perhaps now they want that the peace is established very soon. And they of course, their only wish is that the peace is established very soon and this war actually comes to an end. So, of course, it remains to be seen as to how Israeli military also strikes different targets in Gaza, in the southern Lebanon, because yesterday also we saw from Sderot to Gaza, the tanks have been going, heavy artillery has been proceeding towards the Gaza border. So, of course, it remains to be seen as to how it actually pans out.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.